Look at this stat on screen. Points via goals, Man United since Feb. This is Bruno Fernandes, 42 points. Look, he's so important. Like, basically,
This is what you're saying.
Look, he's so important since 2020. That's mad. That's mad.
What's the actual stat? What is it?
1 second. Let me just check that. Here you go.
Just checking it. There you go. Wait a minute.
No players create more chances than any player in the Premier League than Bruno Fernandes. And there's a stat here. It says, there you go. Most points won via goals. Yeah. And that's Bruno Fernandes, 45.
Yeah, but GA, AKG, you can't just go
Marcus
that.
Rashford since 2020, by the way. Next is Marcus Rashford with 33. Next is Cristiano Ronaldo with 16. Rasmus Højlund with 14.
But the GA, you have to look with your eye test. You can't just go off who's had the most impact numbers wise, because if you discuss Bruno Fernandes, obviously next to people like Odegaard, there's no talk. Like Odegaard is silky, nice to touch, doesn't lose the ball. All these things. There's different metrics.
I'd love to see what Odegaard will do in this team now. In this Man United team. Sink. All these players that we talk about, they'd sink. All these players would
100%. Everyone. Because we ruin everyone, remember? We ruin everyone.
I'm saying this guy in a bad situation is still... He's important. You know when you talk about problems at the club, yeah? That's mad. That looks crazy. As anything, however you want to read it, eye test, no eye test, GA, no GA. That's a mad, because where's everybody else? It's Bruno Fernandes in the 40s, bro. Marcus Rashford, 33. Then it's Cristiano.
But that's what I was saying, KG. That's what I was saying before. I was saying I'll probably go down. I had to switch mics.
Okay.
But that's what I was saying before with Bruno. Well, this team in general, when you see this team, right, and you go, right, where are the goals coming from? You go Ahmad and you go Bruno. Like, as in 100%. Terms of like the more guaranteedness of it, right? You go Bruno or Ahmad. And that's why it worries me that Bruno's further back, because as we saw when it came on Thursday, Bruno, if it's any other, if say it was these two 10s right now, and it was Leacher putting the ball in, I don't know if they scored that. You know, I know maybe Ahmad does, but that's kind of that's a Bruno goal, isn't it? You know what I mean? At the end, tap it in, and but like I said to KG earlier on, I feel like Ruben likes him in the 8 because he probably has the most touches out of anyone on the pitch. And a lot of the time we sort of bypass the midfield because we just play long over the top to the strikers and we can't hold it up. So he likes to have someone involved to keep it around. Like, we're asking Bruno, can you just be involved in all of it and also score goals, please?
You see that, Owen? You see that there? It's that simple. You know what really Owen's basically saying is the manager and managers before go, you're our best player. It's like, I need you to have the ball, be involved, play here, play there, make sure you get the ball, try stuff. You're the most influential player. Like, we can look at the team, Man United, the club is failing. So you go, yeah, but where are we with him? What's the point? Yeah, that's great because the institution but if it breaks everybody and everybody looks rubbish, well, why is his numbers still high then? Why is his numbers as good as the people who are in the good teams then? How does that work? If he's awful, he's so shambolic, he just spams. He's just spam. He just kicks it without looking. He's just rubbish. Obviously, the arm throwing, rat face, all the things where in Marmite, the personality side. We're talking about effect. And I know that the thing we always say with the Keane thing, the doing your job. His job is to create chances and score goals.
And he does that.
Does he give the ball away too much sometimes? Yes. Does he? Yes, Moda, yes. But his job description on his JD, when he has his job description and reads it in black and white, central attacking midfielder, my job is to do this. He does it. He does it. So you have to just be careful when you want to dash people out like that.
And we just play around. I'm telling you now, in this team that everyone is struggling, people's favorite players are not scoring goals. We've done this with this change and stuff. We said, I can't Zax, he has to be there because all the goals are going to come. He will be there to link the play. It's still not, the goals are not there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not trying to rinse Xerxes or nothing, not saying anything about him, but I'm saying when it comes to creative, who's creating, there's not many. Like, who's going to pass to Bruno so he can tap it in? He's probably going to provide the pass for the tap in. for the, you know what I mean? I don't see him running over to someone saying thank you for the assist. I rarely see Bruno running over to say thank you for an assist from someone.
Yeah,
when you
very rarely, yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, wait, why don't I see that? You know what I mean? So it was only in that game against when he ran to Leacher. But even that's weird as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. Like, and because
Ahmad same up against was it Leicester? Little back heel.
We're talking in our time at watching this team and talking
about
the
other day. It was like this season he did it.
Just no, I'm saying in our time watching this team, it's not a regular familiar thing that we're saying. We just see him running over saying thank you to this person or that person. Usually you say, he's got a brilliant relationship with that guy on the pitch. No, you know, but then again, we went through a phase of really selfish players as well, though. You know, that was just trying to shoot on.
And he's not necessarily that. He provides chances for people. And I think when you praise Bruno, the opposite side basically think you're talking in absolutes and are saying he's the best thing since sliced bread, etc., and that you can't get somebody, you know, that you can build around and without him. But really, what we're saying is that when you're looking at mashing up this team, like Bruno's just a focal point. Like you can talk about rebuilding it without him as that. Okay, that's fine. No worries. New style of football, new way of doing things. But let's not act like this guy doesn't heavily contribute. Like it's all him or Ahmad. That's it. And even Garnacho, when we're saying he's a bum, he's this, he's that, Betis and rare. The kids, you know, in terms of contributing for people his age around Europe, well, he's up there. He's up there. So,
way up.
You know, again, doesn't mean that a player from a different type of profile won't suit the system better. And it's just, I just feel like people want to take away from what the player actually has done. Do you know what I mean? Like
the other argument is, well, we're 14th, and how good is he if we're 14th? But then there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players here. You say, well, how good are they if they're? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, how good? But the problem is, Man United so bad.
How good is He's 15th, and I think he's a wicked player.
Bruno has the best passing range and finishing of any of our central midfielders in the team, which makes him best 10 and 8 in the team. And Akshay says Bruno in a Sir Alex Ferguson team would win the Ballon d'Or. Big claim, that.
Well, you know, Alex Ferguson team in context, we're playing with all the big man. Bruno just sitting off here, Rooney up front, Ronaldo on the left.
You never know what Bruno could have done on the Sir Alex team.
Heavers on the right.
Cleverly in them man there. Look, let's not act like he's. Look what he done with Cleverly.
Anderson's got Premier League titles. You know what I mean? A lot of Premier League medals, Champions League medals. You know, so yeah, I suppose good point, KG. Anything's possible. Oh, come on, United.